Hey everybody, welcome back to Wiki Good Sports. This is Power Play, and we're joined, as always, by Chris Uminski. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. Obviously, any Bruins fan right now is doing very well. How are things going a quarter of the way into the season, Chris?
Yep. So quarter of the way in, now we're starting to see who the contenders are and who aren't. Um, and right now, the Bruins still red hot. They have just broken the NHL record for most consecutive home wins to start a season.
Very nice. That's
They're
what you
12.
want to see. What was that? Sorry.
They're 12-0 at home right now.
Unbelievable. Just an incredible start for the Bruins right now, coming off of, I won't say like a disappointing season, but a season that, we had decently high hopes for that ended rather early in the playoffs. Now, maybe it's just the Garden because the Celtics are also playing out of their minds. I don't know, but yeah, Chris, what have you seen that you've liked from this Bruins squad so far?
Everything. Offense looks good. Defense looks good. Goaltending has been unreal. Linus Ullmark is you could, I don't know if I'd say he's carrying the team, but he right now is the hottest goalie in the NHL. He was hurt in the last game, but it doesn't look like it's anything serious. He'll be back. But it's just everything seems to be coming into place and clicking. And the new coach is definitely making a difference. This has been what Bruins fans have been saying on a loop, is like, we were wrong about the Cassidy fire.
I mean, we'll have to eat crow right with them, right, Chris? We didn't understand this at all, but it is paid off so far.
Yes.
So you talked a little about the offense, particularly. I know there's a player who hit a huge milestone. Tell us about that.
Yep. And so Patrice Bergeron scored his 1,000th career point, which is a huge deal. There isn't a large number of players who have done that. And I mean, like, you just look at any game the Bruins are playing, Patrice Bergeron is consistently the best player on the ice, no matter who is playing. And it's well deserved. I even think a little bit overdue. And this cements him as being a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, congratulations to him, and he's just been a joy to watch for the Bruins over all these years. So, like you said, a huge milestone for him and for the Bruins. All right, what's up next?
So I guess we'll just check in on the rest of the NHL. So obviously the Bruins are number one right now. We are still the best team in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
But the Eastern Conference, there is now a question. The New Jersey Devils have been on an absolute tear. They're nipping at the Bruins' butts right now. And there is a debate, who is the more dominant team right now? Is it the Bruins or is it the Devils? Personally, I think it's the Bruins. I might be
What's
a little
the
biased
case for the Devils, would you say? Yeah, I would say we're a little biased here, but what if you weren't a Bruins fan, or if you didn't believe the Bruins were best, what would be the case that Devils fans would make?
The case that Devils fans would make is that they're saying, oh, well, we're only 2 points behind the Bruins. And they're trying to say that they have better numbers. I've looked at the numbers. The numbers are on the Bruins side for everything. We have more goals total, more points total, a higher average goals per game number. Obviously, we're winning in the wins column. I think they're just watching their team go on a tear and just destroy the NHL. So saying, oh yeah, no, we're the more dominant team. No, I don't know. The numbers say something differently, but it's close.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and it's a long season. We'll see. There's plenty of time to see which team's going to be more dominant before it ends.
Oh yeah. But then, also having a really good year are the Vegas Knights. They're still looking as good as they ever
now they're back. Yeah.
Bruce Cassidy is obviously doing a good job over there. And then on another, to me, kind of a surprising playoff contender is the Seattle Kraken.
All right, let's go.
The Kraken are coming into their second year and looking really good.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exciting. I think that's great for the league. That's great for the sport.
Oh, of course, yeah. Have an expansion team look good.
Yeah. And then, there's like the usual suspects at the bottom of the pack. Anaheim, who hasn't won a game in regulation yet.
Okay, not great.
Coming up the bottom. Buffalo's
they have won games, though, right? Like, yeah. With Anaheim, they've just won in overtime, right?
Yep, only in overtime and shootouts.
Very weird, right? That's super bizarre.
Yes, it is, and it's hilarious.
Definitely. But yeah, I mean, other than that, who's like surprised you this year? And could be good or bad. Which teams has been like the most surprising one way or the other?
I mean, I just said it. The Kraken have been surprising me.
There's the ones, yeah.
This year, honestly, it's probably going to be them. Them and the Devils, probably. I didn't see the Devils going on a tear like they have.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I didn't see Seattle being a playoff team this quickly. But
right. Yeah, no, it's good though. It's good, like you said, for the sports and for building the sport, getting new Seattle fans into it. But yeah, anything else you wanted to cover?
I guess the last thing, there is sort of a fun rumor going around right now.
All right, love rumors.
I think it's fun. And that is that the Blackhawks have been rumored to be on the market for trading Patrick Kane, which is a very big deal. He's been their captain since I can't even think of who another Blackhawks captain was.
Mm-hmm.
But he's getting older, so they're looking to maybe trade him. And the team that's been coming up the most is the Boston Bruins.
Okay, so would you be happy if the Bruins traded for Patrick Kane?
If they did, I think I would be happy. Stuff in his past aside, he was never convicted of anything. But he's still a great player in his own right.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that would stand in our way right now is the salary cap situation. But if we trade the right player to Chicago, or players, then it can work out. We're a little over the cap right now, but I think if we were to trade somebody like Trent Frederick, or Craig Smith, then like those two players for Patrick Kane would not only free up enough cap space to get him, but I think that it would be a very fair trade. Trent Frederick is a very physical player and very he's very talented. He's a very talented goal scorer too, and Craig Smith is a good piece on the back end too that they could benefit from. That's who I would like to see them trade for Kane.
Yeah, so we'll see. Obviously, we'll keep everyone updated here. We'll probably record an emergency podcast if that trade goes through as soon as it does, if it does. But yeah, other than that, Chris, anything you want to plug? Anything else before we get on out of here?
Nope, I think that's it. Best place to find me is going to be on Twitter. That's at Chris_Uminski for as long as Twitter stays afloat. And you can also find me on TikTok. That's at Chris Uminski for hockey content and other things.
Awesome. Yeah. So you can follow me on Twitter at the Fake Mars BMA. Our channel is on Twitter at Wicked Good Sport or WG Everything. Instagram Wicked Everything. Twitch at twitch.tv/Wicked Everything, and on TikTok search Wicked Good Sports. Search Wicked Good Everything. Chris, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you all.
Thank you.
In the next one.